Tim Saunders along with Anthony Sanfilippo in Glens Falls, where the Phantoms take on the St. John's Ice Caps tonight. The Phantoms' fourth game of their season-long six-game homestand. And really a completely different Phantom team, Anthony, than the one we saw when we were last here 3 weeks ago. This team has reeled off 3 wins in a row.
Yeah, and they're doing it by playing a really solid defensive system. They've really bought into what Terry Murray's been trying to teach up here, and they're limiting scoring chances. They're limiting what they call grade A opportunities for the opposing team, and they're playing really strong in their own end. And they're getting better production on the power play. They're getting good goaltending, mostly from Scott Monroe. And they were able to win 3 in a row, and you're seeing the confidence build with this group as a group playing together, and they're hopefully going to roll it to 4 games tonight.
That chemistry and team defense has really been the difference. 3 weeks ago they were 29th in the league, second from last defensively. They're now 8th and have given up 2 goals or less in 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, and and it's nice to see that they were able to do this after switching up some of their defensive pairs. When we were last here, Marc-Andre Bourdon and Eric Gustafsson were playing together. They're now on 2 different units, where you have Gustafsson playing with Danny Severette, and Marc-Andre Bourdon's playing with Brandon Manning. And it seems like those pairings have really gelled nicely. And so to see that come to fruition it has been something that the Phantoms have been wanting to see. And then on top of that, they're getting some really good production up front from guys like Braden Shen and Sean Couturier, who are easily been the 2 best players here for the Phantoms.
Yeah, you would expect that those 2 would be your best 2 players, but consistency, certainly for Braden Shen, has been a key difference. And he told me this morning that, in the American Hockey League, when you play a lot of back-to-backs and sometimes 3-in-3s, it takes a certain mental toughness to be prepared for that.
Yeah, and maybe Braden at the beginning of the year wasn't quite ready for that, and when you're an NHL player and you're playing down here in the AHL, sometimes maybe it takes a few games to get over the thought of, hey, I'm playing in a different league right now. But now that he's kind of embraced the role that he has, he's certainly been the best player out on the ice for the Phantoms. Leads them in scoring with 22 points. He's just really been one of their most solid contributors, and it's all in all facets of the game. 5-on-5, shorthanded, power play. He's doing all 3 things, as is Sean Couturier, and they've really led this team.
Shen's got 5 goals, 11 points in the last 6 games, and he says goaltending's been a big part of their recent success. Scott Monroe has won 3 in a row, and he's going to get the call again tonight.
Yeah, and Scott Monroe, he's a veteran goalie, but he's a guy that the better the team plays in front of him, he's going to get more into the game, and he's going to play better in goal. He's made some really nice saves for them. He's kept them in a few games. I think Saturday, last game that they won, 3rd period, Phantoms started to look a little worn out, a little tired. Scott Monroe was the difference, keeping them ahead at that point. So Terry Murray's going to ride the hot hand and go with Scott Monroe again tonight. And he's a guy that knows how to play a lot of games. Having been in this league for so long, he knows how to play in a lot of these games in a row.
Game time is at 7 o'clock tonight in Glens Falls, and we'll have it for you with our broadcast on PhiladelphiaFlyers.com. With Anthony Sanfilippo in Glens Falls, I'm Tim Saunders.